Good morning, all of you. I welcome you all on behalf of Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation Education Department for today's online lecture of Standard 6 Medium English, and the subject that we are going to see today is mathematics. The topic that is triangles and quadrilaterals, both we are going to combine and see. Myself, Neha Dhanke, your today's expert teacher. Now see, if you remember on last week, we have seen both the lessons, that is quadrilaterals and triangles, that is geometrical concepts that we have in our standard 6. So in last sessions, we have understood the concepts, and now today I will ask you all to just, we will revise whether we have understood the concept that we have already studied. That means we are going to check our understanding. Okay, so in this session I will speak less and you all will speak more. So try to just unmute yourselves and give the answers, because in today's whole lesson, in today's session, we are just going to check our understanding or check our knowledge, how much we have understood. So try to be unmute. Okay. Okay. So today, first we will see one video, just a small recapitulation.
Isosceles triangles have two equal sides. Like this mountain we're about to climb. And since one angle's over 90 degrees, an obtuse triangle is what we see. If you add up every angle, there are 180 degrees in a triangle. If the length is equal on every side, say it's equilateral like this roadside. And since every angle's less than 90 degrees, an acute triangle it will also be. If you add up every angle, there are 180 degrees in a triangle. Skateboard ramps are your scene, with three different sides, they're called scalene. That triangle would also be called right if a 90-degree angle is inside. If you add up every angle, there are 180 degrees in a triangle.
There are two ways to classify triangles, by their sides and their angles. Like sails out on the high seas, can't be right or isosceles. Or look at the foot of this goose, it's scalene and obtuse. When you break the pool balls with the cube, they're equilateral and acute.
If you add up every angle, there are 180 degrees in a triangle.
Thank you, students, for just watching the video. So it was a very short recapitulation what we have already studied, that is types of triangle on basis of angle plus on basis of sides. So you all remember just what we have studied. Okay, so in today we are going to just solve the practice set, or I guess we can just check whether we know whether we can just recollect what we have studied. So students, just unmute yourself and try to give the answer whenever I ask. Okay. Observe the figure below and write the type of triangle based on its angles. Now see, always read the question. Priya Tiwari, unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourself. Observe the figure. You have to observe the which type of triangle it is, and then you have to check what the question exactly. So if you will, okay. So here I have basis on angle. So first you have to see what type of angles the triangle have. Can anyone tell me what type of triangle is triangle PQR? on the basis of angle. Okay, you have to see, check the angle. What type of triangle PQR is on the basis of angle. Just unmute yourself and give the answer.
Right angled triangle.
Very good, Simran. It is right angle triangle. Simran, why it is right angle triangle? Can you give me the reason? Hello. Simran, can you give the reason why it is right angle triangle? Anyone?
It is 90 degree.
Which angle is 90 degree, beta?
Right angle.
Okay, but in this triangle, which angle is 90 degree?
PQR. PQ.
Very good. Angle PQR is 90 degree angle. So the triangle PQR is right angle triangle. Okay. Next we will see just, okay, here you have one more triangle to identify. Which triangle is this? Triangle XYZ.
Obtuse angle triangle.
Very good, Muskan. It is an obtuse angle triangle. And which angle is obtuse angle?
XYZ.
Angle XYZ. What is the measurement of that angle?
110.
Very good. So it is 110 degree, and as 110 degree is obtuse angle, so it will come under obtuse angled triangle. Very good. So the angles, if a triangle has an obtuse angle, that is an angle which is bigger than 90 degree. Okay, 91, 92, any. So it till 180. So it will come under obtuse angled triangle. Next, see which triangle is this? See, observe all the angles. Observe the name. Yes, Neeraj?
Acute angle.
Acute angle. Very good. It is a small angle. All angles are less than 90 degree. It is a very acute angle. So we will call it a acute angled triangle, because all the angles, that is 70 degree, 48 degree, 62 degree, all the angles of this triangle are less than 90 degree. So this triangle LMN is an acute angled triangle. Very good. Very nice answers. So from this, I know that all of you have understood the how to identify a triangle on the basis of angle, that is obtuse angle triangle, right angle triangle, and acute angle triangle. Now we will identify the triangles on the basis of its sides. How the sides are equivalent, whether the sides are equivalent or whether the sides are not equivalent. Okay, on this basis we are going to identify our triangles. Observe the figure below and write the type of triangles based on its sides. On the base, now all of you observe the sides all the three triangles have. Observe first triangle, then observe second, then observe third, and try to name the triangles. See, this is your second triangle, is triangle DEF. Okay. So anyone can give me the name of the first triangle? This is the first triangle.
Equilateral triangle.
Very good, Avinash. It is an equilateral triangle. Can you give me the definition of equilateral triangle? What is equilateral triangle? What is equilateral triangle? क्या होता है equilateral triangle?
In a triangle, when both three sides are same, then this is equilateral triangle.
Very good, Avinash. Well, in a triangle, when all three sides are equal, they have the same measurement, so we know it is an equilateral triangle. Avinash, can you help me? How you identified all three sides are equal? कैसे पता चला that all three sides are equal? You can unmute yourself and talk. How you identified?
There is a line on three sides.
Yes, very good. So this
There is a
line,
line on the side single.
yes, this line which is there, this line tells us all three sides of a triangle are equal, because here also there is one line, here also it is one, and here also it is one. So this one line indicates all the three sides of a triangle are equal. So we will call it as equilateral triangle. So this is the first triangle is equilateral triangle. Then now just go to the second triangle. This is the second one. Second triangle. What is the name of the second triangle on the basis of sides? Anyone?
Isosceles triangle.
Which triangle, beta?
Isosceles.
Observe it is nice to give the answer, but just observe and tell me whether it is
Scalene
isosceles.
triangle.
Very good, Nabi. It is a scalene triangle. And why it is a scalene triangle? Because
two sides are same and the another sides is different.
this is the definition of isosceles triangle. Now we are talking about scalene triangle, the third triangle. See, the means in our second triangle, blue color triangle. Here it is one line, here are two lines, and here it is three lines.
Because the three sides are different.
Yes, all three sides are different. Here it is one only. Here we have two lines, and here we have three lines. So we cannot say that any two sides are equal. All the three sides are different. They have all different measurements. So such type of triangles which have all three sides different, such type of triangles are called scalene triangle. Okay. Now just go to the third triangle. The third triangle. Which is the third triangle?
Isosceles triangle.
Very good. Now you can tell me what you said earlier. Why it is isosceles triangle?
Because the two sides are same.
Which two sides are same?
Same.
Very good, Simran. Which two sides are same? Tell me the name of the sides which are similar. Which two sides are same? Which two sides are equal?
Side XZ and
Yes.
side XY.
Very good. See, side XZ and side XY, these two sides are similar to each other because they have these lines. And on this line, we don't have any line. So we cannot say that it is similar to this two. So only these two sides are similar, and the XY side, sorry, ZY side have different measurement. So triangle, okay, I have here we have done something miss. X, Z, Y. So the triangle XZY is a isosceles triangle. Okay, sorry, I have made a mistake. Oh, it is not UVW. So the triangle XZY is an isosceles triangle because the two sides of this triangle are similar and the third one is different. So very good answers. All of you have tried very well. Now we know that we know how to classify a triangles on the basis of the sides. In first question, we have classified the triangles on the basis of the angles. Now we have classified the triangles on the basis of we have named them on the basis of the sides. Now let's see what we are going to see next. Very good. So now length of the sides of some triangles are given. Say what type of triangles they are. Now here you don't have triangles, you don't have drawn triangles over here. Okay, so that you can just observe the figure and tell me. Now you have the measurement of sides. Instead of drawing a triangle, they have given the measurement of sides. Now you have to observe the measurement of sides: 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and then you have to name the type of triangle it is on the basis of sides only, because measurement of angles are not given. So we don't know what angle they have. So we have sides. So we will observe the triangle. We will name the triangle on the basis of the measurements given to us. So the first question is 3 centimeter. There is a triangle whose sides measurement is 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. Can you tell me what type of angle it will be? What type of triangle it will be? Just observe and tell me. You can unmute yourself and talk.
Scalene triangle.
Very good, Simran. It is a scalene triangle. And why it is a scalene triangle? Because
the three sides are different.
all three, the measurement of all three sides are different. So it is a scalene triangle. Very good answer, Simran. Now observe the next measurements. It is 3.4 centimeter, 4.3 centimeter, and again 4.3 centimeter. So which type of triangle it is?
It's an isosceles triangle.
Nice, Ria. It is an isosceles triangle. And why it is an isosceles triangle?
Because teacher, two sides are same and the another side is not same.
Very good. Which two sides are same, Ria? Which two sides are same? Give me the measurement. Which two measurements are similar?
4.3 centimeter.
Very good. We have two 4.3 centimeter sides, 4.3 centimeter measurements. So we can say it is an isosceles triangle. Very good answers you all are giving. Now just observe the third one. 4.3, 4.3 and 5 centimeter. Observe and give me the answers. 4.1, there is a triangle.
Isosceles triangle.
Isosceles triangle again. Very good. One more triangle we have, that is an isosceles triangle, because here also we have two sides with similar measurements and the third side is different. So it is an isosceles triangle. Very nice. Now observe the fourth last question. 7 centimeter, 7 centimeter, 7 centimeter.
Equilateral triangle.
Very-
triangle.
Very good,
Equilateral
Chandni.
triangle.
Very nice, Prachi. It is an equilateral triangle because its all sides are equal. 7, 7, 7. It is an equilateral triangle. Very good. Now, yes, I can say all of you have understood the concept of type of triangles very nicely, because you can now see with the help of measurements also you're able to tell me which type of triangle it is, and by observing the figure also you have told me which type of triangle it is. Now it is very clear that you all have understood this type of triangles topic very nicely. Now let's see. Okay, what I'm going to ask you next. Length of the three segments are given for the constructing a triangle. Say whether the triangle with sides with this sides can be drawn. Give the reason for your answer. Okay, now we are going to jump to the property of triangle that we have studied. We have studied two properties of triangle. Out of that, this is the second property. With the help of second property, we are going to solve this. Now, measurements of three sides are given. That is 7 centimeter, 17 centimeter, and 8 centimeter. Now, you have how we can tell whether we can draw a triangle or whether we can not draw a triangle. Anyone, if you know, you can answer. If you don't know, I will try to explain. Can you tell me how we can identify whether we can draw a triangle or whether we cannot draw a triangle? Anyone, just if you know, you can talk. Okay, let's see. I will try to, we will just recollect what property we have seen. The property was sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the length of the third side. That means if I'm adding any two sides, sum means addition. Okay, the answer that we get after adding any two numbers, that is called the sum. The sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the length of the third side. So when I'm adding any two sides randomly, okay, any two sides if I'm adding, it should always be greater than the third side. Let's see if in case I'm adding 17 plus 7. So 17 plus 7 gives me answer 24. Okay, here is my answer 24. So 24 is greater than 8. That is the third side. Here I have the third side 8. So 24 is greater than 8. Yes. Okay. So the property is applicable over here. Let's see the second. If I'm adding 7 plus 8, the other sides. 7 plus 8 gives me 15. Okay. 7 plus 7 is 14 and plus 1, 15. So my answer is 15. But, sorry. The third side after 7 and 8, my third side is 17. Okay. 15 is less than 17. So the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle should always be greater. Okay, it should always be greater. But here it is not greater. Here this answer that we have got, that is the sum that I have got is less than the third side. Our third side is 17 centimeter. So the property is not applicable over here because 15, the answer that I got is less than the lesser than the third side. The next now the remaining one, 17 plus 8. We have added, see, we have added 17 plus 7. Then we have added 7 plus 8. Now we will add 17 and 8. 17 plus 8 gives you 25. Okay. And 25 gives you 25. So 25 is greater than 7. This is okay. The answer should always be greater than the remaining side that we have not taken. So here also the property is applicable. But here on according to the second point, the property is not applicable because the answer that we have got is lesser than the third side. So we can say according to point 2, the sum of the other two sides of a triangle, sum of other two sides, okay, the addition that we have got, sum of the other two sides of a triangle is lesser than the length of the third side. The third side was 17 and it is lesser than 17. So can we draw a triangle? Because our property says it is compulsory the third side should be greater than the sum of other two sides. But here it is not, the second point does not say whether it says no, it is lesser than the answer. So what will be the answer? Can we draw a triangle?
Triangle cannot be drawn.
Very good, Prachi. We can say triangle cannot be drawn. The answer because of this one, the second point that we have, the triangle cannot be drawn. Okay. Let's go to the next sum. Similarly, we have to do this sum also. Okay. See, second question. 7 centimeter, 24 centimeter, and 25 centimeter. These three measurements we have. Let's read our property again. The sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the length of the third side. This is the property. Now you have to solve. Okay. Now you will tell me the answers fast. Which two sides we will add first? Tell me.
7 centimeter.
7 centimeter, 24 centimeter.
Very good. What will be the addition of 7 plus 24? What will be the answer? 7 plus 24 will give you what? Answer will be, what is 7 plus 24?
31.
Very
31.
good. Very
31.
good. 7 plus 24 is 31. So 31 is greater than 25 or less than 25?
Greater than
Greater
25.
than the
Greater
25.
than 25.
Very good. So 7 plus 24 is 31 and 31 is greater than 25. So we can, so it is, it goes with a property. That is, the answer should be greater than the third side. Now, which other two numbers we will add? 7 plus 24 is done.
24 plus 25.
25.
Very good, very good. Now we will add 24 plus 25. What, and the answer that we got is 40.
49.
Very good, Nibi. We have got answer 49. 49 is greater than 7. It also goes with the property because the answer should be greater than the third side. So 41 is greater than 7. Now which two sides are remaining?
7, 25. 7
Very good.
centimeter, 25.
7 and 25. This, now what is 7 plus 25?
32.
Very good. And is 32 greater than which number?
31.
32 is greater than which? No, not I am asking about that. 32 should be greater than which other
24.
number? 24. Very good. 32 should be greater than 24, and yes, it is greater than 24. So here also this is applicable. 31 is greater than 25, 49 is greater than 7, 32 is greater than 24. So here we have all the three points that we have seen are we can say it is relevant to our property. So can you tell me whether we can draw a triangle or we cannot draw a triangle?
Triangle can be drawn.
Can we draw a triangle?
Very good, very good, very nice. So according to point number 1, 2 and 3, sum of other two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. This is our solution. And in case if it is not greater, so you have to write over there, it is not greater than the third, sorry, it is less than the third side. So we can say it cannot be a triangle. But here it is, all the three answers are greater than the third side. So we can say we can draw a triangle. A triangle can be drawn. Okay. Now this was for a triangle concept that we have seen second property also of a triangle, whether when the sum of the length of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side, then only we can draw a triangle. Otherwise, we cannot draw a triangle. In case if you are solving the sum, you have to write it like this only, and you can solve your sums. The next thing that we are going to see is quadrilaterals. Okay. Now, draw a quadrilateral XYZW and name the following. This also we have seen in last session. This also we have studied basic concepts of quadrilateral. What is quadrilateral? The quadrilateral is any figure with 4 sides. It should have 4 sides, then we will call it a quadrilateral. There are various types of quadrilaterals. In quadrilaterals, we have various figures, that is square, rectangle, rhombus, kite, trapezium, diamond, parallelogram, different figures we have in quadrilaterals. So, but all quadrilaterals have some, like triangle had vertex, side, angle. Same way quadrilateral also has, but it also has some rules, like we can say it has some properties. So we have already studied that what is adjacent side, what is opposite angle, what is adjacent angle, what is adjacent side, opposite side. All these things we have already studied. We will just see whether we are able to name it correctly or we are not able to name it correctly. Draw quadrilateral XYZW. Here I have already drawn for you all X, Y, Z, W. This is my quadrilateral, and you have to name them. The first is you have to name pair of opposite angles. Okay, you can, if not able to name the angle with 3 alphabets, you can name the angle with 1 alphabet also. If the 3 alphabet is confusing for you, you can name it with 1 alphabet. The pair of opposite angles. Tell me, which are the opposite angles? Tell me which are the opposite angles in the figure that we are seeing on the screen. Just unmute yourself and give the answer. Wow, so many students know the answer. Very good. 18 students. But you should give the answer. I want the answer from anyone.
WY.
W and Y. Okay, angle W and angle Y. And the other one, other pair?
X and Z.
Angle Z and angle X.
Very good. Angle X and angle Z and angle W and angle Y. So these are the two pair of angles. They are opposite to each other. Now give me the pair of opposite sides. The pair of opposite sides. Tell me. Which are the opposite sides? Tell me the pair of opposite sides. Tell me the name of the sides which are.
XW,
Yes.
side YZ.
Very good. Side XW is opposite to side YZ. And the other pair?
Side WZ is opposite to side XY.
Very good. Side WZ is opposite to side XY and side XW is opposite to side YZ. These are the pair of opposite sides. Very good. So you know what is opposite angle and what is opposite sides. Now the next pair of adjacent sides. Tell me the pair of adjacent side. What is the meaning of adjacent? Adjacent का मतलब क्या है? What is adjacent? What is the meaning of adjacent? Tell me, what is adjacent? Yes, Prachi, you are unmuted. Tell me. Okay.
टीचर बीच में वो 4 लाइन है उसको एडजेसेंट बोलते
ना बेबी, उसको adjacent नहीं बोलते. Thank you for the trial. What is adjacent? देखो, can I tell? See, adjacent means the neighboring sides. जो साइड बाजू बाजू में है उसको adjacent बोलेंगे. Okay. Now tell me the name of the adjacent sides. Sides which are exactly neighboring to each other.
XW.
Yes.
Side XW, side WZ, side
Very good.
ZY, side
These are the two adjacent sides.
YX.
Very good. And these are the two adjacent sides. Very nice, very nice. So the pair of adjacent side, segment XW and segment WZ, this and this, because ये बाजू बाजू में है. And the next pair is this and this, XY and YZ. So these are the pairs of adjacent sides. The sides which are neighboring to each other are called adjacent sides. Similarly, adjacent angles. Adjacent मतलब बाजू बाजू में, neighboring one. Now it is easy to tell me the adjacent angles. Tell me the name of adjacent angles.
Side XW is adjacent to ZY.
Now we are talking about angles. Which angle is adjacent to which angle? Tell me. If I am talking about W, which angle is adjacent to W? Yes, Riya.
Teacher, W angle is adjacent
Adjacent
to Z angle,
Yes, very good.
and
And any
Z
other?
is
Huh?
adjacent to Y angle, and Y
Very
is
good.
adjacent to X angle, and X is
Very good. Again,
adjacent to
adjacent to
W.
W. Like this, very good. This is called the neighboring angles. That means you can go anti-clockwise also or clockwise also. Like W is adjacent to Z, W is also adjacent to X. Z is adjacent to W, Z is also adjacent to Y. So like this pairs you can make and give the answers. When you're talking about adjacent angles, you get 4 pair of adjacent angles. Similarly in sides also, if I'm talking about XW, XW is adjacent to XW is adjacent to WZ, but XW is also adjacent to XY. See, you have what I have told in adjacent concept, you have that one of the vertex is common. Okay, here also you have, see, W and W is common. Observe such things. And here also X and X is common. So these are also adjacent sides. If I'm talking about YZ, so YZ is adjacent to XY. Here also Y and Y is common, but YZ is also adjacent to YZ is also adjacent to WZ. See, YZ is here. It is also adjacent to WZ. ये भी बाजू बाजू में है. They are also neighboring. So here also Z and Z is common. So these are the 4 pair of adjacent sides and 4 pair of adjacent angles. Okay, these are the things. So we have seen in quadrilaterals, we have seen opposite sides, opposite angles. We have seen adjacent side, adjacent angles. Now we will see the diagonals. What are the diagonals? What are diagonals? Tell me what are diagonals?
टीचर
Anyone?
W
हाँ
और Y के बीच में एक लाइन है ना,
हाँ,
उसको डायगोनल्स बोलते हैं.
very good, very nice. This the line which joins W and Y is called diagonal. This is the diagonal of this figure. And X, Z. These are the two diagonals of the quadrilateral X, W, Z, Y. So segment X, Z and segment W, Y are the diagonals of the figure, of the following figure that we have. Very good. So diagonals are very easy to identify. Adjacent sides and adjacent angles are also easy to identify. Everything is easy to understand. Very easy to identify. Just you should know the concept very easily so you can understand. You can give the answers. Now the next question is name of the quadrilaterals in different ways. Very nice. You have to name the quadrilaterals in different ways that we have seen. I have told you how to name a quadrilateral. Chalo, tell me the name of quadrilaterals first. We will start with X. Okay. If I'm starting with X, what will be the name of the quadrilateral?
Y, X, Y, Z.
X, Y, Z. Only 3 alphabets I have.
X, W,
Huh?
Y.
Okay. Anything will do. X, W, Z, Y will also do. The other one, X, W, Z, Y is done. The next one,
Y, Z, W, X.
Y, Z, W, X. Okay, very good.
W, Z, W, X, Y.
Very good. Z, W, X, Y.
W, X, Z, Y.
W, X, Z, Y will not do. W, see, W is here. X is here. How can I jump on Z?
Y, Z. W, X, Y, Z.
W, X, Y, Z. Okay. So, we have these 4 names over here. See, I can go clockwise also. Like, I can go like this also. And I can go anti-clockwise also. You know, na? We can write the name of a quadrilateral in any form. But the thing is that you have to go in a line. You have to go. You are not supposed to jump from one alphabet to other. Like from X, you cannot jump directly to Z. You have to follow a path that is given. These are the names of quadrilateral that I have written clockwise. So you can also write the name of you can also name the quadrilaterals anti-clockwise also. See, remember always while writing names of quadrilaterals, to draw a small quadrilateral is compulsory. Okay, you have to draw small while writing. Always remember when you're writing a name of any figure, you have to draw a small figure like this. When you're writing name of triangle also, okay, I have told you, you have to draw a small triangle, then you can write name of a triangle ABC or triangle XYZ or anything. So while writing name of quadrilateral, you have to draw a small square which tells that it is a name of a quadrilateral. And while reading, you have to you will not read like this small square XYZ. You have to read quadrilateral XYZW. Quadrilateral YZWX. This is the way of reading. And here you can read triangle ABC, triangle XYZ, anything. So you have to, while reading, you have to pronounce that word, and while writing, you have to draw small figures. Okay. Okay. So this we have we have revised everything. We have revised the concept of triangles. We have seen now the concepts of quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, you have this much only: adjacent side, adjacent angles, opposite side, opposite angles, diagonals, and how to write the name of write and read the name of quadrilaterals. In triangles, you have seen acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, right angle triangle, and scalene triangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. And you have seen two properties also. That is, when we add all the angles of a triangle, we get 180 degree. The sum of all the angles of a triangle gives you 180 degree, and the sum of all the angles of quadrilateral give you 360 degree. Last time we have seen, if suppose I'm drawing a quadrilateral, in my quadrilateral I have two triangles, that is this one triangle and the other one triangle. So this triangle gives me a measurement of 180 degree. The other will also give me a measurement of 180 degree. Sum of all the angles. So the whole quadrilateral, when I will add angles of whole quadrilateral, it is going to give me 360 degree. And when I'm talking about triangle, the sum of all angles of a triangle is going to give me 180 degree. Okay, these are the two things that extra we have learned in these two chapters. Okay, and all these things we have understood. We have also seen all the different polygons also we have seen, hexagon, pentagon, heptagon, octagon. Okay, we have not studied that figures in deep, but we have now we know how to identify if it is, if the quadrilateral has 6 sides, then it is an hexagon. If the quadrilateral has 7 sides, it is an heptagon. If a quadrilateral has 8 sides, it is an octagon. So we have studied all these small concepts in our lesson quadrilateral, and all the concept of triangle in the lesson triangle. Okay. So thank you all of you for listening the session. Please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.